Bukavu, Congo is a town overflowing with refugees carrying tales of torture and rape. You might think that reporting here would be soul-crushingly depressing, but it isn't. Because invariably, alongside the worst of humanity, you find the very best. Take Dr. Denis Mukwege.
During my stay in Bukavu, I discovered the catastrophic situation that women are enduring here, and I decided that I had to do something to help these women.
I rode with him on his daily commute to Panzi Hospital. Dr. Mukwege is sometimes mentioned as a candidate for the Nobel Peace Prize for his tireless work on behalf of survivors of rape in war-torn eastern Congo. He's created a special program to accommodate the continuous stream of rape survivors.
Many men think that rape is a sexual act. It's not. Rape is not a sexual act. Rape is a trauma. And here, it is really used as an act of terrorism.
Why is this war being fought with women's bodies? What is this strategy here?
After these displays of rape and destruction, the only thing left for populations to do is leave their village. And when they leave the village, they leave it to the extremist Hutu militia to freely exploit.
One of his patients is 19-year-old Jean Mukanenwa. She's awaiting a fistula operation after particularly brutal rapes by militias. Yet somehow she still manages to giggle. And so now, are you leaking urine? Or feces?
Yes.
Yeah.
To you, I may look fine, but in reality, I'm a stinking mess.
Jeanne's parents disappeared in the fighting when she had just turned 14, so she moved in with her uncle. A few months later, the extremist Hutu militia invaded her new home.
First, they cut off my uncle's hands. Then they gouged out his eyes. Then they cut off his legs, and then cut off his sex. They left him like that, agonizing.
The militia consists of remnants of those who carried out the Rwandan genocide of 1994 and later fled to Congo. They're known for kidnapping girls and turning them into sex slaves.
They tied me to logs and then laid me down and raped me.
They tied her to it?
And legs.
And legs.
Also,
right.
And then they all came and raped her, crucified.
And they stuck a piece of wood inside me. I still have the scars.
She became pregnant despite her injuries, but her pelvis was still too small to deliver the baby. So a doctor whom the militia had kidnapped to operate on soldiers, he used a crude knife to cut her open without anesthesia and removed the dead baby.
I was losing my mind, the pain was so bad. I didn't know where I was. But they were done with me then, so they dumped me alongside a road.
Dr. Mukwege operated on Jeanne 9 times over 3 years to repair the fistulas that were causing her to leak urine and feces. When he finally succeeded, she returned to her village to live with her grandmother. But 3 days after she returned, the militia attacked once more.
They raped me and then abandoned me. All the stitches had come undone.
She spent days in the forest, naked and leaking wastes, until she escaped and eventually found her way back to Panzi Hospital. Dr. Mukwege has already begun a second round of surgeries on her. It's unclear if she'll ever be continent again.
Je n'ai pas le courage parfois to see women in the eyes. It's not a medical solution, because now I have tried it for 10 years. And now I have women who is coming for the second time. It means that there is no end.
Many of the women here have contracted syphilis or HIV on top of the trauma that they've suffered. Still, Dr. Mukwege does what he can to repair their injuries and help them heal. That is, until the next time.
If you close a fistula one time, she can urinate correctly. She can, you can be very happy. But when she came for the second time with some leisure, you feel that what I'm doing here.
Rape is used as a weapon on all sides of Congo's war, by the extremist Hutu militia that raped Jean, by the Rwandan-backed faction that is trying to hunt them down, and by the Congolese army itself. To put an end to the conflict, there must be a vigorous international effort to stop the fighting. For the New York Times, I'm Nicholas Kristof in Bukavu, Congo.